நான் இவ்வளோ வச்சிருந்தேன். எதனா வந்து இந்த ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸ் அட்டன் பண்றேன்ல, ஜுவாலஜி எதனா வந்தா சொல்லுங்க மேடம். நான் போட்டே இருக்கிறதுனால டெய்லி அங்க போய் இங்க போய் எல்லாரும் ஆளாளுக்கு எனக்கு இப்ப டெய்லி எனக்கு சம்பந்தம் இருக்கிறது எல்லாத்தையுமே வந்து பார்த்தா பிஜி அமெரிக்கன் காலேஜ் மதுரை அவங்க வந்து அனுப்பிச்சிருந்தாங்க. சரி ஜுவாலஜியா இருக்கேன்ட்டு கடற்கடான்ட்டு இப்ப 10 மணிக்கு வந்துக்கிறேன். சரி அனுப்பிச்சிட்டு கால் பண்ணி பார்க்க சொல்லலான்னு பார்த்தா 2 தெரியும் காலேஜ் போறது மாதிரி.
Hello. Hello.
video on பண்ண போறீங்க.
Hello.
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 Hello. Who is hosting person? Please host the program.
இன்னும் ஆரம்பிக்கல ஆனா
When you started program, ma'am?
Hello, I'm Mrs. Vasanti, Assistant Professor, Department of Advanced Zoology and Biotechnology.
And identification of species. The description and identification of species are fundamental to the biology. So that what can utilize the biological resources. So without taxonomies, biology is engaged in findings. And biology will be unable to access the available information on their top.
இதுல என்ன நடக்குதுன்னு தெரியல. நீங்க பேசுறது மட்டும் கண்ணு மூடி கேட்டு.
Dominic Subarajis. ஒரு பேர் தான் ராஜேஷ் இருக்கு.
ஹலோ.
பிரின்சிபல் பேசுவாரு, அதுக்கு அடுத்து தானே. ஒன்றும் பேசலையே.
So good morning to one and all. It's a great pleasure for me to welcome you all. So let's inaugurate this webinar with the prayer by Dr. Pillathore. Good morning to one and all. It's a great pleasure for me to welcome you all. So let's inaugurate this webinar with a prayer by Dr. Pillathore.
பிள்ளை மியூட்ல இருக்கு. பிரேயர் பண்ண கேட்கும்.
ஹோஸ்ட் கண்ட்ரோல் போட்டிருக்கு.
மீட்ல
Okay. Good morning to all. I'm very happy to pray for this session to open the seminar. Is it audible to all?
audible.
Okay. Shall we pray? I'm very happy to pray for this session to open the seminar. Is it audible to all? Okay. Our most loving and living Heavenly Father, thank you, Lord, for this wonderful morning. Through Jesus' name, we come to the throne of grace. This 22nd May is an important day in every one of our life. Father God, we humbly submit ourselves in your hand. Lord, bless this international webinar on biodiversity of jellyfish. And this title and the topic will be very useful for each and every one of the participants. I especially pray for the principal, Dr. Dominic Christopher, Dr. Joseph Thaddeus, the head of the Department of Zoology, the American College, and Dr. Venmati Madan, the resource person from the University of Malaysia, Sabah. I especially pray for all the participants from the colleges, universities, and members from other countries. I pray that this topic will be very useful and fruitful. The jellyfish in the Asian water for every areas of our life. Father God, I pray that this event will be very fruitful from the beginning to the end of the session. And the talk, the erudite and the eminent talk from the resource person and the participants will be very useful either in the interaction or other discussion time also. Father God, bless every one of us. Every good and perfect gift should come from above. Father, we are very happy to attend this webinar seminar hosted by the American College. Bless every one of my department colleagues in the American College, and especially the participants. In Jesus' precious name, I pray. Amen.
So thank you, sir, for the nice prayer. So next, I request our principal to inaugurate this international webinar on biodiversity.
Good morning. Good morning. International webinar on biodiversity organized by the PG and Research Department of Zoology. First of all, I must congratulate Dr. Joseph Tateas and Dr. Joshua Miller, and thanks to the resource person, Dr. Venmati Maran from Borneo Marine Research Institute from Malaysia. Happy to inform you that Dr. Venmati Maran is our alumni who did his UG Zoology in American College and also PG Zoology in our institution. The entire world kept quiet now. No one don't know what to do and also what is ahead of us. But we have to find out how to overcome these kind of hurdles and problems that the entire humanity faces now. Anything we have to take it in positive sense, and we have to adapt ourselves for any kind of situation. It's a God-given chance, and God gave a chance to think about our future. It is again God given a break in the fast and furious world. In this pandemic time, the staff can teach online, students can learn online. It is an exercise to all to face tomorrow's world. So far, we utilize the smartphone for various purposes, and from now onwards, many are using for the betterment of our future, like online teaching, learning, and attending a conference like this. Friends, I am happy to inaugurate the International Webinar on Biodiversity on International Biodiversity Day during the lockdown period caused by coronavirus pandemic. Yes, I heard that today is International Biodiversity Day. As the existing virus is a novel one, that's why it is called a novel coronavirus, nCoV, in a new strain that has not been previously identified, which made all academic institutions to find novel methods for transferring academic inputs, which made all vast number of students keeping social distance. In this kind of situation, many departments in American College came forward to conduct webinars for the benefit of their students and faculty and friends. Likewise, the Department of Zoology is organizing an international webinar on biodiversity for the benefit of their students and researchers. I do appreciate the efforts of Zoology Department. Already the Department of Zoology has conducted an online quiz, which got international appreciation by more than 5,000 participants. And now I heard that more than 1,500 plus participants registered for the International Webinar Conference. That shows the success of this webinar. That is a huge attraction among the zoology fraternity, and this reflects the reputation of the zoology department of the American College. Once again, I congratulate the conveners, Dr. Joseph Tateas, Dr. Joshua Miller, for their wonderful initiative, and congratulations to the today's speaker, our alumni, Dr. Venmati Maran. God bless.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words as well as encouraging. So next I will invite our head of the department, Dr. Joseph Tateas, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning. It's a pleasure for me to welcome all of you for this international webinar on biodiversity organized by the PG and Research Department of Zoology of the American College. At the outset, let me welcome our Principal and Secretary, Dr. M. Daumani Christopher, who has inaugurated this webinar. He always extends his support and help to organize programs of this kind. Welcome you, sir. It's my pleasant duty to welcome the resource person, Dr. B. Venmati Maran, Associate Professor, Borneo Marine Research Institute, University of Malaysia, Sabah, Malaysia. Welcome you, sir. We offer our warm welcome to all the participants who are participating from the various parts of the world. We especially welcome our UG head, Dr. E. Joyce Sharbila, Mr. M. Rajesh, who has extended all his support towards organizing this webinar, and all the faculty of our department. We also offer our warm welcome to former professors, alumni, and the present students. Welcome one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Joseph Thai, sir, for your welcome address. Next, this is the time for starting the webinar. Before that, I will introduce the webinar speaker, Dr. B.A. Venmadi Moran. And he works as an associate professor at Borneo Marine Research Institute, University of Malaysia. His responsibilities include to study on marine and freshwater fish, parasites in aquaculture, and its biocontrol mechanism using medicinal plants and herbs. He's also studying on the biodiversity and ecology of jellyfish in Malaysia with a focus on harmful jellyfish. He received his bachelor degree as well as a master degree from American College. And we are very proud that our alumni is going to speak for the first webinar of our department. And we are, the department staff as well as students are happy to welcome Dr. Venmadi Moran. He continues his research in parasitology, toxicology, microbiology, and jellyfish until 2011 as postdoc and assistant professor. Dr. Moran worked as a scientist at Korea Institute of Ocean Sciences and Technology from 2011 to 15. He joined as a research professor at Kyungpo National University and Chonam National University, Yeosu, South Korea from 15 to 17. He has authored more than 60 scientific articles and 4 book chapters. And his biodata is going very long pages. And I'll invite Dr. Venmadi Moran to say a few words before opening the presentation, and ask him to present his presentation. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It is swapped, something like that. Okay. I mean, you made us a full screen. Okay. Good morning. Good morning to all. And really, I should thankful to the principal, and then your head of the department, Dr. Joseph, and also Mr. Rajesh. So Rajesh is my good friend. We know, I mean, we are a good friend for the last 20 years. So once Rajesh, he was asking me to talk about the biodiversity, especially focusing on marine biodiversity. Then I said, I'm working on jellyfish. So it's good that I can talk about jellyfish. Now I can see Dr. JCB Abraham. He is one of my lecturers. I mean, he was teaching me botany when I was studying there from 1989 to 1992. And then from 1992 to 94, I was doing master's course, MSc Zoology. And then I went to study marine biology at Center of Advanced Study in Marine Biology, Annamala University. After that, I went to Japan, Hiroshima University. Like that, life was going, and I lived in Japan for 12 years. Still, my wife and daughter, they are living in Japan. My wife is working in Hiroshima University as assistant professor in computer department, computer engineering department. And then from Japan, I moved to Korea, and I was working as a scientist focusing on jellyfish and also the parasites. And from Korea, now I moved to Malaysia, coming to near India. So just I came to this place. This is a beautiful place. This place is called Sabah. From Kuala Lumpur, it is 2.5 hours flight journey. So many of you definitely would not have visited this place. It's a beautiful place, completely like a marine area, Borneo Island. This island has been comprised with 3 countries, Indonesia, Brunei, and Malaysia. So it's a fascinating island. So you can visit this place at any time. So now I can start my lecture. Can you see it? Is it okay?
Yeah. It's coming, sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So this is about the diversity of jellyfish in Asian waters. Jellyfish is it is like a fascinating, elegant, and mysterious to watch inside the water. When you take a jellyfish out of the water, and it becomes like a blob-like structure, because jellyfish is about 95 to 98% of water. It is comprised with 95% of water. This jellyfish, it lacks brain, no brain for this jellyfish, no blood, and no heart. But it is fascinating the world. So these jellyfish are very simple critters. They are composed of, these jellyfish are composed of, you can see, yeah. So this jellyfish, so many things, it is hiding my slides. Okay, so jellyfish, it appeared on Earth during Cambrian period, about 500 million years ago. So from this period, Cnidarian medusae migrate, exhibit seasonal blooms as evidenced fossilized stranded medusae. You can see here, it is a fossil, the jellyfish fossil. So in recent year, unprecedentedly large scale of jellyfish are blooming everywhere in the world. So the jellyfish outbreak, it is becoming a more common one, especially in Asia, because it is a warm water. And people, they have to focus more on jellyfish studies, but not that much attention has been given so far. And you can see this jellyfish, it is, I said, there is no brain, no blood, no heart. Okay, so this jellyfish is comprised of 3 layers. So outer layer is epidermis, and middle layer is mesoglia. This mesoglia, it can be found in between that epidermis and gastrodermis. And it has the stomach and intestines and is connected to an opening. There is no proper digestive system. Okay, there is no proper digestive system. And the nervous system, it lacks the brain, but it has the nerves. Many nerves, they allows jellyfish to smell, detect light, and respond to other stimuli. You can see, at the end of the jellyfish, the bell, you can see a lot of tentacles. So these tentacles are carrying those nerves. So they are mainly used to smell, detect light, and to respond to other stimuli. They can turn around 360 degrees like that. That's why that nervous system is working. And another important thing is these jellyfish are having so many eyes, not 2 eyes, 4 eyes like that. It is having 24 eyes, 28 eyes. So it depends on the species, the eyes are varying. Such a fascinating jellyfish we are going to see now. So this invertebrate, it is belonging to the phylum Cnidaria, which includes creatures such as sea anemone, corals. So corals are also coming under this phylum Cnidaria. So like all members of this phylum, the body parts of the jellyfish, it is like a radiating one. So that's why it is having the radial symmetry. Because of that radial symmetry, it can look all around, the ocean. Outside, it can see very clearly. At any direction, they can see. And if there is any food, they can able to see, and then there is any danger, they can able to respond for that. So these jellyfish have the remarkable ability to sting using their tentacles. That is the most important thing I'm going to talk later. They can sting using their tentacles. And the stinging, it can vary from species to species, genus to genus. Okay, you can see the jellyfish, phylum Cnidaria, subphylum Medusazoa. It is having 3 main classes: Hydrozoa, Scyphozoa, and Cubozoa.
Sorry to interrupt, Maran.
Yeah.
Your volume, increase your volume.
Okay.
Audience, they are not getting much, less volume.
Okay, can you hear me? It is okay now?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so there are 3 classes: Hydrozoa, Scyphozoa, and Cubozoa. This Cubozoa, it is all harmful jellyfish. They're having venomous parts they have, and they can sting. People can die because of this stinging ability. And Scyphozoa, it's a very common one. Everywhere you can see, every country is having Scyphozoan jellyfish. And Hydrozoa, many jellyfish, some jellyfish are found in the fresh water. They are coming under this category, Hydrozoa. And you can see the simple structure of jellyfish. It is having the main epidermis and gonad. You can see the gonad from the region. From the top layer, you can see the gonad. Whether female or male, you can able to differentiate by seeing the egg or sperm. And it has the radial canal so that it can look around. And it has tentacles, oral arm. This oral arm are used to carry the food and put into the mouth. So this is the function of the oral arm. And this jellyfish, I mean, as I said, two phylums are having this jellyfish. One is phylum Nidaria, another one is phylum Ctenophora.
Okay,
so this phylum Ctenophora, it is having home jelly. They don't have nidocyst. It means they will not cause any harmfulness, no stinging. But this one, phylum Nidaria, it has the nidocyst. They will sting the people and the harmful things can happen. And the total number of species, somewhere it is exceeding more than 10,000 species in phylum Nidaria, and here Ctenophores only 150. So these both phylum are carrying this jellyfish. So you can see this jellyfish. Have you heard of this jellyfish? This is called Nemopylema nomurai. Such a huge jellyfish which is found in Japan. It was first found in Japan. Nemopylema nomurai. It causes big nuisance to the fisheries. You can see here. So this Nemopylema plague, it causes like that. So because of this jellyfish, the whole power plant was collapsed. There was no electricity for 2 days in Japan, especially in the city called Tokyo, where completely electricity was out because of this jellyfish, which is blocking that power plant area. Completely it blocks. That made to completely stop the electricity. The same problem it is happening in many other countries, in Korea and also in Philippines. Recently it happened. And also it is busting and clogging on the fishing nets, decrease of fish catch due to this jellyfish, and killing and spoiling the fish, stinging fishermen, it is very common one, and increase of time and labor to remove the medusae from the nets. So this is a big problem because of this jellyfish. And so in 2005, more than 100,000 complaints and reports on damage in fishery was happened in Japan. The estimated monetary loss was, you can see, $300 million US. Such a huge jellyfish. This jellyfish can weigh up to 200 kilograms. One jellyfish weigh up to 200 kilograms. This is edible, but people are not fond of eating it. Maybe it's not that much tasty. And you can see here, completely clogging the nets, fishing nets. So total damage of the fishing nets, and nothing can be happen for the fishery. They couldn't able to catch any fish. So this is the mass occurrence of several jellyfish species. Happen everywhere in Asia. These blooms cause power plants shut down and destroy fishing gears, devour eggs and larvae of the commercially important fish, and it causes injury to human using its nematocysts. This is the life cycle of this species, Nemopylema nomurai. You can see this female and male, they lay eggs and sperm, fertilize the egg, and they turn into the planula. This planula stage, it is becoming as straight into ephira through the sexual phase, and through the asexual phase, it becomes like podocyst and strobila, and then ephira and becoming an adult. It takes such a long time to become an adult, but weighing for 200 kilograms, it takes at least 12 to 18 months. So this jellyfish, is hiding. Oh, sorry. So they spawn regularly, and many are hermaphrodites. After fertilization, the planula may take 3 to 5 days to settle on a hard surface into polyps, and they may take a week depending on the species. So most of the polyps, they're very small in size, few millimeters in diameter, and they may live even for several years. And that asexually producing strobila, they may live for several years, just attached on the substratum, habitat. Just it will be attached, and they can live for long years until it gets a proper temperature and salinity to move to change into the next stage. So the lifespan differs from species to species. So normally the jellyfish can live up to 12 to 18 months. And we have another important jellyfish that is called immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis, that is immortal jellyfish. They can transform back into the polyp stage under certain circumstances. That is the speciality of this this immortal jellyfish. You can see here. So this is Turritopsis. This slide you can see different kind of jellyfish we can collect from around the world. This is first one is the immortal jellyfish, and second you can see here Nemopilema, and this is Chrysora pacifica, a very harmful one, very common in European countries. And this is Porpita, Periphylla, Physalia, Physalis. This is very common one, Portuguese man of war, which is often reported from India in Mumbai waters. We can able to collect this Physalia, Physalis. This is called blue bottle and also harmful one. So this immortal jellyfish, they swam recently everywhere. So a potentially immortal jellyfish species is silently invading the oceans. This is a recent report in everywhere. How it is becoming an immortal one? Once it becomes an adult, when it becomes like a sick animal or something like that, it is changing. If it is not feeling well, if it is not eating, the body will be shrunken. And if it is sick, it will turn into planula, that is like old stage. It will turn into planula, and then again the next stage, strobylation occurs, polyp stage, and immature medusa, and again it becomes an adult. So it is called immortal jellyfish, and this jellyfish can be killed only by eating. Someone has some other fish, they are eating the jellyfish, like that they can kill the jellyfish. By itself, it will not be killed. So that is immortal jellyfish. So recently research is started now. Many new species are reported from Japan. Now we are going to do this work in Malaysia too, but not reported anything from India. And this jellyfish is often used by Japanese in many of their cartoon characters. SpongeBob, you can see the jellyfish, and also Ponyo. I don't know whether you watched the Ponyo movie or not, which is very popular movie from Japan. And this movie, this jellyfish is playing a major role to save that character, Ponyo. And this jellyfish, everywhere, in Malaysia, in Philippines, Indonesia, and also Japan, Korea, in museums, they are decorating it. So highly decorated one to decorate many places in library and also in museum, these jellyfish models are used. And another important thing of the jellyfish is finding of green fluorescent protein, GFP. It was extracted from a jellyfish. The name is Equaria victoria. So they found the equirine as a substance. It emits a blue light, which is absorbed by another protein it has. So it lights a green color. You can completely green lighting, you can see. So for this research, Dr. Shimamura from Japan, he won the Nobel Prize in 2008. 3 persons, they got the Nobel Prize, including Dr. Shimamura. So this GFP protein, this GFP protein, after they are injecting into the gene, or if there is any cancerous cell they have seen in the human body, they are injecting it, and it will be glowing to locate the cancerous cell. So that kind of research still it is going on. So this jellyfish very important for the human societies. And the mucin extracted from the jellyfish, which is used in the medical field. So in many countries, they are trying to extract the mucins, and they are trying to use for the cosmetic purpose and also for the pharmaceutical industries. And some jellyfishes, which are delicious one, it is used for the Chinese cuisine. Many people, they are eating it, they are harvested, they are harvested only in China. They are culturing this jellyfish. Nicely they culture and then harvesting, and is used for the Chinese cuisine in top restaurants. So these are the main jellyfish which are used for the edible purpose. lobonemoids. This is a very common one found. You can collect from everywhere, and also this Ropilima esculentum, Ropilima hispidum. This is common in many other countries also. Neopilema nomurai, I said, but this is available in Japan, but they said it's not delicious one. But Chinese, they're eating it often. You can see this is a Chinese cuisine. This is a jellyfish. Jellyfish fusion, jellyfish dish, very tasty one. We are tasting here often, everywhere in during the conference or any fish market. If you go, we can taste the jellyfish. Really, it's a delicious one. And jellyfish import. India is importing megatons of jellyfish from India to China, especially from Kerala. They are importing to China. So you can see them in 2011 China. They are catching annual catches of jellyfish in the world. They are catching like that. Mainly it is used for the edible purpose, followed by Thailand and other countries. About 100,000 tons they are harvesting. And this map shows everywhere. We can collect these edible jellyfish. This is focusing on Southeast Asian countries. All this area we can able to collect the jellyfish, which is used for the edible purpose. You can see this video. This is a processing plant where they are you can see the processing of the jellyfish. They cut the bell and also the oral arms. So some are delicious. Some people they like oral arms, some they like the bell region. But bell region is comprised full of water, 95% of water, and some protein and fiber. So this you can see the blooming of jellyfish in Philippines, full of this jellyfish. So they feel very bad now. How this is the condition now, because this is the summer season everywhere here, and they're collecting a lot of jellyfish. The sea is blooming with this kind of jellyfish, very colorful. And this is called blubber jellyfish, Catostylus townsendi, and it also can sting the people, but it's not that much harmful. But this one we are collecting here in Malaysia in March and May. Like this, all Southeast Asian countries, we are collecting this jellyfish. It is also found in India. And this is a common one, Lobonemoids robustus. That's a very big one. It can weigh up to 6 to 10 kilogram. On the adult one, it can carry, and it's a completely pink color. So when it is blooming inside the sea, you can see like a pink sea. See here, this one also, pink color, Lobonemoids robustus. This is a video you can watch. So this is just nearby our place. You can see like this in May and June. These all videos are taken here. So just I'm sharing with you. This is one Lobonemoids, totally in pink color. And these tentacles, if it stings, definitely will be having a kind of itching and rashes all over the body. But for some people, nothing happens. So it differs from people to people. And this is another jellyfish, which is very common everywhere in the world and very common in Asian waters. This is moon jellyfish. Since it is like a transparent one, we say the name is given as moon jellyfish. This is stingless, highly edible, and common in the aquarium trade. When you go to any aquarium, they will be keeping this jellyfish. It's a very beautiful one. And this is in Japan. You can see this moon jellyfish. causing stopping of thermal power plants. Complete moon jellyfish. It enters into the power plant area and stop its function, so they couldn't be able to generate the electricity. It can happen for a week or 10 days, something like that. So all those time they completely stop these power plants. And this is another jellyfish, Acrometus flagellatus, which is a common one in India. In Kerala, you can able to collect it. It is a big nuisance in Kerala. This is a recent report from a professor, Biju Kumar. He's working on jellyfish from Kerala University, and is reporting that it gives a big nuisance for the fishery in Kerala waters, especially in the summertime. And this is common here, Phylorhiza punctata. This is Mastigia papua. This is another common jellyfish. This is Anomaliza shavi. It is reported only 2 times in the world. First, it was reported in the Philippines, maybe 40-50 years before. After that, last year, I reported this one from Malaysia, and we published paper on this species. It's like a new report, Anomaliza shavi. It's a pelagic jellyfish, but it is not causing any injury or like not harmful for the people. So this is the one we published in the Marine Science Journal. First record of jellyfish Anomaliza and its associated organisms in Sabah, Malaysia. And this is another interesting jellyfish, upside down jellyfish. The bell will be down and the oral arm, everything will be outside. Something like that you'll be seeing, surprised one. Sometimes first time when you see, you may be thinking that it falls down, something like that, but not. It is living like that because it is having the zooxanthellae, so upside down at bottom. So this zooxanthellae, it is found on the oral arms that is used for the photosynthesis. So the main food is like a photosynthetic. So through the photosynthesis, they are living. So that's why it is showing like upside down. So, and this is reported in India. There was a lake, there is a lake in Gujarat they found, so full of this jellyfish. So they reported this is the first jellyfish lake have been found in India from Gujarat, and their concentration and density of jellyfish was very high. Still it is going on, and they position themselves on their bottom side to receive maximum sunlight as they harbor photosynthetic algae called zooxanthellae, which have a symbiotic relationship with jellyfish similar to corals. The corals are living because of the zooxanthellae. They are used for the photosynthesis purpose, that is taking oxygen and therefore the living purpose. So another unique feature of the lake is that these jellyfish are present all around the year. Throughout the year, we can able to collect this jellyfish from this lake. So really, it's a interesting one. We have to visit and see this lake in Gujarat. And this Cassiopeia species are having some stinging cells. It happened in USA when people are going for the beach. They have located this upside down jellyfish Cassiopeia species. Unfortunately, many people, they are showing a kind of problem, like rashes, injuries, something like that. Then they were collecting these upside down jellyfish, and they found that they have the mucus, which is having a lot of stinging cells. So they have designated as cassiosomes. So this is a free floating stinging structures found on the water, which are stinging the people. So they found that it is also problematic one. So this is another jellyfish. This is from this fish, this genus only the GFP protein was reported. This is another species found in Malaysia and also in Thailand. You can see this fish. This is a cigar jellyfish. This one, it looks like a cigar. So this is an oral arm. So only one oral arm. It looks like cigar. So it is called a cigar jellyfish, Tysonostoma, which is very common in Malaysian waters. And this is Ropiloma esculentum, common edible jellyfish. So some people may have a reaction towards the stinging of this jellyfish. They develop the rashes, and it's also found in Japan. LOC is it is between China and Korea, and also in East China Sea. So it is also used as a traditional Chinese medicine to treat arthritis, high blood pressure, and asthma. So a lot of medicinal properties also there for jellyfish. And this species, interesting one, Crambion species. It is called sea tomato. Sea tomato jellyfish. Just recently, 2 months before, we found from our beach such a big one. It is weighing around 4 to 5 kilograms. And we reported here, it's a new report to Malaysia, this crambion species. It is appearing in neighboring countries for the last 5 years or 6 years before. After that, now it is appearing in Malaysian waters. And it is a very common one in India. You can see this is in India, Kerala. This fish, this jellyfish is a common one. You can see at every season you can see this crambion mastigophora. And you can see this jellyfish is used for several characters. In Japan, everywhere they're using for some kind of any kind of playing things for the children, kids in Japan schools. They are using these as a model. And in India, a lot of research is going on, mainly from that group, that is University of Kerala group. They are working on jellyfish blooms, and they are telling it becomes a big global issue, which is causing the socio-economic losses in India, imbalances in biodiversity, productivity, and they also care about the oceanic health. So this blooming is becoming a big problem in India also during the summer seasons. And this is another interesting jellyfish, crown jellyfish, Netrostoma species. This is it's not a big one, medium-sized one. It's like purple or pink colored. It is not harmful. It's very common in Japan, not found in India. So this is a jellyfish found from Thai waters. Can collect plenty of jellyfish, all cubozoans, scyphozoans, and hydrozoans. This is, recently in 2016 reported from Malaysia. Now the number is increasing. We found more number of species in Malaysia. So this is from Bangladesh and Singapore. I think it's not very clear. And these jellyfish, often they're associated with some organisms like fish. So we can see the fish, and also we can see the cuttlefish. We can see many kind of starfish, something like that. They all will be associated with this jellyfish. So mainly these association crabs, you can see crabs. Mainly these associations are used to escape from the predator. So many predators, they are coming and they want to eat these small fishes or crabs. They are trying to escape and hiding inside the bell, so that all fish will run away by seeing the tentacles of the jellyfish. But there is no any problem for these organisms when they live inside the bell. So this is, you can see the, sometimes you can see the jellyfish like a food, this is called blueberry jellyfish. It looks exactly like blueberry. And sea tomato, I told you now, sea tomato jellyfish. And this one, fried egg jellyfish. You can see exactly like a fried egg jellyfish. And you can see cauliflower jellyfish. This is flower hat. Even when Queen Elizabeth is having the hat, they say it is looking like a jellyfish. So all these different kind of jellyfish are blooming in the ocean. Not much studies on these jellyfishes. That is the main thing you have to understand. And here in our area, we are seeing this jellyfish, and many people, they will try to find, and immediately they will report to Facebook and WhatsApp, and we'll be following that one, the record of the jellyfish. This is very a big cycle network is going on. We all will be getting information about periodically about all kind of jellyfish. If they found from the beaches, several parts of the place, they found the jellyfish, and immediately they will inform through Facebooks and WhatsApp. The social media are vastly used for this kind of purpose. So this is my students. They're working on jellyfish. We collected this jellyfish, lobonemoids. It weighs 7 kilograms, and brought to the laboratory, and we study about this jellyfish. And now we are moving to the harmful and deadly jellyfish. So this is the Indo-Pacific Portuguese man of war, or bottle jellyfish, or Physalia physalis. This is a common one in zoology. You would have studied this one. I don't know whether you have seen or not, but it's very common in Mumbai waters. But here it is a very common one. It causes a big problem. It can sting the people, and it is very painful. And if it is stinging the people, they immediately have to pour the hot water. Hot water, above 40 degrees Celsius hot water, you have to pour. Then only you can neutralize the nematocyst of this jellyfish. Otherwise, it can pierce into the body continuously, and it can be so harmful for the people. And important, harmful jellyfish I want to say is box jellyfish. It was first described from Australia in 1956. It belongs to the family Chirotropidae. It is highly venomous one. They caused more number of human fatalities. The main symptoms are cardiac arrest and respiratory failure with acute pulmonary edema. And they distributed in Indo-Pacific, southern Japan to northern Australia. Chironex, which is not reported in India. So you are safe. So until 2009, only one species was found. Now we have 3 species: Chironex fleckeri, Chironex yamaguchi, and Chironex indra saxagiae. I am working mostly on this Chironex species. So the salinity and temperature, they could affect the movement of these jellyfish. So this Yamaguchi was reported from Japan. Now we are finding this jellyfish from Malaysian waters. And Indra saxagiae, it is reported from Thailand, and fleckeri from Australia. You can see the stinging of this jellyfish causes this kind of problem. Complete rashes. This is the one. This is the culprit, Chironex fleckeri in Australia. It causes the stinging. The one Chironex can kill 60 human beings. Such a venomous one. It is from Australia. It is not reported any other place. It is located only in Australia. So they reported that it can kill all these tentacles, adult tentacles. They have the nematocyst, the toxin. It can kill 60 human beings. That is a report they have given. So it is not a sting like that. It's just touching on the body surface, just touching when they were swimming, it enters into the body and release the toxin inside and becomes totally like the blood clotting, everything happens. So this is the problem. How it is happening, you can see here, this nematocyst, this is a nematocyst. It is having inside, it is having the tubule-like structure, and it is called harpoon, So tubule-like structure it has, and when it triggers, these tentacles are carrying a lot of these nematocysts. When these tentacles are triggered by any other agent, that nematocyst will release the harpoon-like structure. It injects the toxin into the opposite one. It is used for the preying purpose, to take the fish. If any human beings are going, unfortunately, if the tentacles are touched by them, it can pierce into the body and toxin enters into the system and it will create a big problem. So you can see this nematocyst, this is a one, small one, and you can see here the harpoon-like structure is coming out when it is triggered. So the triggering can be happen through any mechanism, by touching or anything. So when we brought to the laboratory, we can trigger it to release these nematocysts. And this is a problem here. The jellyfish invasion is happening. This is a box jellyfish. So in 2006, a girl dies from this jellyfish sting, a Korean girl here. So she was stung by this jellyfish, and they couldn't able to recover her. In a short of 10 to 15 minutes, she died. So this is happening every year. Even last year, 2019, December on 25th Eve, when the children, they were playing on the beach side, they were stung by this jellyfish. And there was no newspaper report on that, no information properly, but we saw the case, everything. So it happened like that. This is another, you can see this jellyfish. Even on the beach, it is washed away. So you have to be very careful. Even if it is dried, you should be very careful. The tentacles may carry the active nematocysts. So by carrying on the hand, no problem. The bell region, it doesn't have any tentacles or not. Everything is safe. Only these tentacles are having these nematocysts. So this is a recent case. You can see 11-year-old boy stung by this jellyfish when he was playing in the beach, and it is totally like this whip-like structure you can see. So this is a culprit, Chironex yamaguchi. So that's why I reported this one. It was reported in the newspaper here. The deadly jellyfish in Sabah waters, 1 dead and 6 hurt after getting stung by this jellyfish. So we are giving a lot of awareness to the beach goers. When they're going to take shower in a bath in the Sabah waters, they have to be very careful, especially during the holiday season. And we are giving a lot of awareness on this jellyfish. You can see another example. he was stung on the face. Just happened in May, during this COVID-19 period, everything is locked. This guy he was free, just he went into the sea to clean his boat. So unfortunately, he just put his face into the water, so it was stung. That tentacle touched it, and he got a big problem of this one. But he is okay, alive. If there is any severe case, the doctors will inject the antivenom. So antivenom is produced by Australians based on the Chironex fleckeri, which is also working against this Chironex yamaguchi. There are two different species, but still it is working. So imported from Australia, Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, all they have imported from Australia. That antidote, it is used for the stinging purpose. You can see another example, ladder-like markings, this one. So just by seeing these markings, we can able to understand this is a Chironex or not, or any other species or not, like that. So it's a typical style of the Chironex. You can see, so when we're looking for this Chironex, when we went to the each side, we could see a lot of this Chironex. It is a transparent one, not easily visible. That's why these people are stung easily. The children, when they go to the beach, they are stung easily because it is very transparent. You cannot see it easily. If any people are coming, if anyone is touching the water, it will go inside. But for the feeding purpose, they will come to the the open surface water sometimes, and this problem is happening. You can see this Chironex, just it is taken 2 days before in our waters. You can see this one. Nighttime it was taken, and this jellyfish using the tentacles have taken the fish. This is the fish, and it will be taken slowly into the mouth. It will feed and then send out. So there is no anus. Mouth and anus are the same openings. So using the tentacles, they will capture the prey, the fish, and the fish, it will be going inside the mouth, and it will be eaten quickly. I think this. I think it is struck, hanging.
So you have the video. So because of that, there may be some
Yeah,
problem.
it is not moving to the next slide.
Okay.
My God. Oh, sorry. 1 second.
போட்டோம் சார். உங்களுக்கு காமிக்கிறதா நான் தனியா டைப் பண்ணி எல்லாம் ஸ்டாப் பண்ணி.
You can open your presentation, sir.
Email.
Hello, you can open your presentation, sir.
1 second.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I opened it. Maybe you can screen share. So can you, Rajesh, are you doing screen share?
Yeah, yes.
Can you share now?
Yeah, okay. I'm sharing now. Is it visible?
Can you see everyone? I can see. Can you see? All can see?
No, no. Only my screen is visible. I can make a pause and again I'll come. Okay.
Yeah, I will do. 1 minute. I will do. Wait.
Okay. Right. It's coming.
Now can you see? It's okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
This is another video which is showing the nematocyst. You can see here all nematocysts are here, and we are doing the experiment by to trigger this nematocyst. We are pouring one by one. First, we are pouring the ethanol, and then we poured vinegar, and we poured the water, because when the jellyfish is stinging you, we have to pour the vinegar. That is the best one. You have to use it for the, first aid purpose. As a first aid purpose, you have to pour the vinegar. So we are using a lot of chemicals to check the triggering of the nematocyst. You can see the harpoon-like structure coming out of this nematocyst. I on the video now. Watch the video. So we are pouring one by one. First, we poured vinegar. There was no any effect. So when we pour some other chemical like beer, some people they say they apply urine when it was stung by jellyfish. Just put urine on the stinging place, but that's a wrong method. We should never use urine or beer or Coca-Cola, even lime like that. You should never use. So best is the vinegar. Now you can see when we use some other ethanol, you can see the release of the harpoon-like structure. You can see now. Oh, it is hanging. See, it is coming out.
நம்ம வீட்டுக்கு வந்திருக்கான் இந்த பைஜு
Okay, so this is the one I talk, but it takes long time. Suddenly it stops the video, so we can move forward. So this is the nematocyst. It will come out like this. This is a stinging cell. Okay, so this nematocyst, it is like this. This is undischarged nematocyst. You can see from the tentacles we have taken from different species, and this is the discharged one. You can see the tubule. So this is used for our research purpose, toxin studies. And what is the first type? We have to exit the water immediately and apply vinegar over the affected area to remove the tentacles. And then we have to go for the CPR, and then we should call the ambulance like that. So we should be very careful. We have to use the vinegar. Some people, they use urine, Coca-Cola, beer, and some alcohol, or even fresh water, seawater. No, nothing is effective. That is found only through that experiment. When we applied many materials to understand the release of this harpoon-like structure from the nematocyst, we have succeeded for everything except vinegar. So vinegar, there is no problem of injection of the toxin into the body. So this is the area. We do like first aid awareness. We are doing every beach is having the these vinegar bottles. So people, when they're going for the swimming, you should be very careful. They can be stung by this jellyfish. So how to prevent? We have to prevent and eliminate the propagation, the asexual reproduction, and we have to clean the ship, the hulls and artificial hot structures to prevent the polyp settlement, and also reduce the amount of sewage waste going into the ocean. So we have to control the pollution. That is the most important thing, to control the proliferation of or reproduction of jellyfish. So people also are very fond of doing research on understanding the behavior of jellyfish. They are attaching the transmitters. Transmitters used this glue, this kind of glue, histoacryl, they used just attached on the body, that is on the belly of the jellyfish, and they found what they are doing in the night time, where they are going, how they sleep or not, something like that. All kind of research are doing by attaching the transmitters. So transmitters we normally use to attach on shark and also on turtles. For the turtles, this is a very common research. We are just understanding the route of the these sea turtles moving here and there, where they are going like that. But first time we are trying to use the transmitters for the jellyfish. And this one in Philippines, this happened in Philippines. Actress, when she was doing modeling, she was stung by jellyfish. She was admitted in the hospital, hospitalized for a long time. Recovery was very slow for her, and this is a big problem. Unknowingly, she touched jellyfish and fell into this, by falling into the water. And this one, stinging. This is another jellyfish called sea bathers eruption. This is also common in many Southeast Asian countries. This one. It's a very small jellyfish. Its size is 2 millimeter to 5 millimeter size. Very small size. It causes big problem of sea bathers eruption. The name is thimble jellyfish. The common name Linuche unguiculata. So this thimble jellyfish also playing a major role in creating problem for the people. 1 minute, I'll close the door. It is heavily raining. Okay, sorry for that. So this thimble jellyfish, which is creating a big problem in Southeast Asian countries. It is not reported from India. We don't know whether it is there or not because there is no research. We cannot say that there is no any thimble jellyfish in India. Since there is no research, we cannot confirm it. And this is another video of thimble jellyfish, which is common in Philippines.
Wow, madagas sa jellyfish. Where are you going?
So they bloom like that in a particular season, and people are unknowingly touching it. They are getting itching and rashes all over the body. That's why it is called as sea bathers eruption. You can see here. This is a recent case in Malaysia, sea bathers eruption. This is that jellyfish, small one. We are collecting and bringing to lab, and we are studying about the ephira, the other stages, but we couldn't get the complete life cycle of this species. So we also should know about the jellyfish sampling. We are collecting the jellyfish. You can see the pictures using like this. Using the nets, we are collecting this jellyfish. The scoop net. Scoop net is used for the collection of this jellyfish. And also we are using after collection of the jellyfish, we are bringing to the laboratory and keeping in the tank for our research purpose. And sometimes when you're in the hotel, when we are going for the sampling, we use the baby pool. Baby pool is taken and it is used as a jellyfish. We can keep the jellyfish for some time before transporting to our laboratory for the research purpose. So we are doing like this. And this is a big problem now. So this is a global map showing the impact of the marine ecosystem all over the world. And it is based mainly on the climate change and the overfishing, pollution, shipping, etc. So European coastal areas, you can see, East Asian marginal seas, you can see, it is highly, a very high impact of the pollution. It is having impact of the human beings. So anthropogenic activities, human beings are creating a big impact here. That is against the marine biodiversity. They are trying to spoil the marine biodiversity, and that's why it is showing like very high impact because of the various reasons. And you can see why this jellyfish is blooming. It's mainly due to some of the features I can tell you here. Habitat modification. So this habitat modification, they create a lot of habitats which are very useful for the attachment of the polyp stages. And the ship when they are moving from one place to another place, one country to another country, one city to another city, they are taking the water called ballast water. So those ballast water, they can carry the jellyfish stages or jellyfish adult stages, something like that. So that will be released into the next country, another country, and that shows the jellyfish invasion to other countries. It is like an alien species. And another important point is overfishing. So overfishing, which results in reduced predation and competition for the jellyfish, because jellyfish is eaten by turtles and big fishes. Big fishes and turtles are very fond of mola, that is called sunfish. They're very fond of eating the jellyfish. So if those predators are removed by overfishing, definitely there is no problem for the jellyfish to bloom anywhere. And also eutrophication and climate change. So eutrophication is the enrichment of the nutrients. How the nutrient enrichment occurs means it is because of the industrial waste. When industrial waste are released into the ocean, the nutrient enrichment occurs, and which causes the problem of phytoplankton and zooplankton. They may die. It is eaten by the jellyfish and they will bloom nicely. So the nutrient needs to be controlled. And the climate change. So the climate change, warm waters, warming accelerates the jellyfish reproduction. So the tropical jellyfish could expand to temperate latitudes because of this warming condition, climate change. So climate change plays a major role in this marine biodiversity. Climate change is a very important one, and is also a problem for the jellyfish. So in conclusion, I can say that the jellyfish, it was found 500 million years ago. So even they say some theories, they say that 700 million years ago was found. It is older than dinosaurs, they say, and they can able to live in various marine environmental conditions. And the population outbreak mainly caused by the anthropogenic anthropogenic agent, that is human beings, because of their impact, and then the climate changes, the number is increasing more and more. Still, the true causes are under investigation. The jellyfish science is still in infant stage, not well studied by researchers around the world. And fish science, it is good now. It is completely going on. Very good research is going on, but there is no research on jellyfish science. So this jellyfish science should be advanced to cope with current proliferation of jellyfish in order to maintain fish productive, healthy marine ecosystem and to prevent from potential human public health problems. So we have to study on jellyfish to study about the marine, to control the marine system to understand what are the jellyfish are found in the ocean waters. And this is a book you can read, Stung. The book title is Stung on Jellyfish Blooms and the Future of the Ocean, written by Lisa Ann Gerswin from Australia. So she has written this book on stung because she was stung by jellyfish. She was in a very serious condition when she was working on jellyfish. I mean, fortunately, she was escaped and she's doing a lot of research on now. She developed a jellyfish app to understand the jellyfish names, everything in Australia. She's an Australian. So in Australia, she's doing a lot of work, and Australians, they're doing a lot of training for the Southeast Asian countries and other countries, those who are having harmful jellyfish. They're invited and they're getting a lot of training on how to control these, how to kill these, control these jellyfish. Thank you. I hope you understood a little bit. So you can go and carry on, read many books so you can understand more about the jellyfish. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Maran. It's a great presentation from your side. I think most of our participants are now thinking about working on jellyfish, and they are fascinated by the colorful jellyfish which you posted here, and each and every aspect or description was very wonderful and in a simple manner for all the participants to understand. And I really thankful to Dr. Venmati Maran. And it's a question time. So many participants posted many questions, and I request Dr. Dalia Rupa, and she has collected all the questions, and she will ask you on the behalf of participants, and you can answer for it. You can give answer. Maybe we can extend up to 15 minutes, I think. And the remaining questions which are present here will be sent to the speaker's mail, and we'll get answer from him. And after that, it will be posted in a group, or we can send it through mail. Okay. And I'll request Dr. Dalia Rupa to ask questions on the behalf of participants. Over to Dalia.
Good morning, sir. Lot of questions are asked by our participants. We are choosing a selected questions. First question is there any connection in increasing jellyfish and climate change?
Yeah, of course. That's what I said. Maybe they would have asked it in the beginning itself. So because of the global warming, jellyfish is blooming because jellyfish needs a particular temperature to bloom. If the temperature is reduced, they cannot survive. So they cannot reproduce. So the jellyfish blooming is depending on the temperature. So when climate change is happening, a lot of jellyfish continuously blooming, it becomes a big nuisance. So it is very important for me.
Okay, sir. Second one is, will jellyfish affect the climate change in future as it is able to absorb more than 30% of carbon dioxide from ocean waters?
Yeah, no, I mean, it is releasing the carbon dioxide because, it is not taking the carbon dioxide. I mean, it is when it is living inside the water, they release the carbon dioxide and then it will affect the ocean, atmosphere. Okay. When they leave, it will absorb all the carbon and release the carbon dioxide, opposite way. So the carbon dioxide is moving out of the ocean and then it affects the atmosphere, which is causing the big problem.
Thank you, sir. Next, how to preserve jellyfish for exporting? Any medicine from jellyfish available in the markets?
Yeah, no, it is not available in the market. That's what. Still, the research is in infant condition because people in China, they are using this jellyfish in cosmetic purposes. For cosmetic purposes, they are taking the mucin. In one slide, I showed you that mucin is the extract they have taken from the jellyfish, which is used for the cosmetic purposes. So, but full-fledged way, like any other organism, we couldn't able to find the medicinal work, but still, it is in the infant state. Research is going on.
Okay, so thank you. Then, is there any symbiotic association between jellyfish and marine microbiota on its surface?
Definitely. Any symbiotic relationship, every organism is having a symbiotic relationship and also the parasitic relationship. Okay. So the symbiotic means that definitely it has a lot of fishes that have been associated, and also chance for the microbes, but there is no research on some kind of microbes or attacks or something like that. But recently the research is going on to study about the vector, the jellyfish as a vector. It can carry the harmful bacteria from one fish. If it is taking the fish, that harmful bacteria can be taken to some other jellyfish or some other organism. It can transfer. Something like that, the research is going on, but the symbiotic association is possible.
Okay, sir. What is the toxic substances in trimble jellyfish?
I mean, that exactly I didn't give here. I mean, exactly, you have to refer. The toxic substances means they're all like a proteins, Some proteins are there, they are acting as a toxin. That is the deep research is going on.
Okay, sir. What is the density of blooming jellyfish?
Density of blooming jellyfish means that's what you have to go there and see. I mean, if the whole ocean, the whole sea area, it is completely covered by the jellyfish means, you can see it is a high density like that. But the one jellyfish density means no. I mean, there are a lot of small jellyfishes are there. There are a lot of big jellyfishes are there. So it differs from place to place. But blooming, it depends on the environment. It depends on the temperature.
Thank you, sir. The last question is any chance of zoonotic disease occurrence in jellyfish?
So far not found because of the COVID-19 case. Many people, they're talking about the zoonotic diseases, right? So far it is not happening anything like that.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So Dr. Vanmadi, will you share your email ID?
Yeah.
Here, if possible.
I can share in my first slide itself. I have shown the email ID.
Yeah,
so
participants
definitely,
they're asking for it.
definitely. I mean, since I have a project on jellyfish, if people are interested to do PhD or anything, you can contact me. And if you are interested on jellyfish, you can able to see it. So this is my email ID, bavmaran@ums.edu.my. Anyone can contact me. You can freely talk about the research. If you want to do anything, if you want to study here, then it is good. No problem. You're welcome.
Okay, I want to ask one. Is there any the corona effect, impact of corona on jellyfish? Anything is possible?
Yeah. Nothing is possible like that. It is not like that. So impact of coronavirus on jellyfish, there is nothing. We cannot say anything like that. But we are studying on impact of COVID-19 on environment. What is the problem for the environment? When we are talking about the environment, jellyfish is also playing a role. So if the human activities are less, we expect the jellyfish number will be less. It means the human activities are, no human activities inside the sea, and all industries are closed. It means they don't release the wastewater, all industrial waste into the ocean. If they don't release it, there is no eutrophication. If there is no eutrophication, the jellyfish bloom may decrease. This is our hypothesis, and we are applying for the project on that because of this COVID-19 case, and we are waiting for the result.
Okay, thank you, Maran. Thank you for your wonderful presentation.
You're welcome.
And participants, you can post your questions in the chat box, and we'll get the answer from the speaker and we'll mail to you. And now we are at the end of this webinar session, and I request our UG Head of the Department, Dr. Jai Sharmila, Madam. Thanks.
A pleasant good afternoon to everyone. It's my honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks. I thank God Almighty for making this webinar possible in spite of the lockdown due to COVID. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our Principal and Secretary, Dr. Daumani Christopher, for his support and motivation. My sincere thanks to Dr. Joseph Tateas, Head of the PG and Research Department, for his guidance. My wholehearted thanks to Dr. Vanmadi Maran, the resource person of the webinar, for his wonderful session on jellyfish. Thank you, sir. And I thank Mr. Rajesh, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, who's the man behind the webinar. And his sustained efforts have brought in this webinar in a very successful manner. And my heartfelt thanks to all the entire team of faculty of the Zoology Department, and a special word of thanks to the following faculty, Mr. Dhananjayan, Dr. Delia, Mrs. Stella, and Mrs. Medona. And once again, I thank all the participants for the interest. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, participants, and we'll send the feedback to each and everyone. through email ID, and you can give response, and after that you'll get a certificate. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much. We'll close our session.
Thank you to all. I should be thankful to Rajesh and Jai Sharmila madam and Dr. Joseph Tatayas and principal. Really, I'm very happy to talk here because I studied there from 89 to 94, and Jai Sharmila madam, she was our senior. I have seen her. So it was really enjoyable condition in American College. I had a lot of fun there. Still I couldn't forget, and we all friends. Still, the 89 and 92 friends, we are all highly connected. Every day we are Zooming, we are talking, and some of my friends are here. Their classmates are here. My student is here, and I think one of our staff, Ruben, he was my student when I was teaching in Majora College. So my student, my teachers, everyone is here. I'm very happy to see all, and really thankful to you all. And thanks to you all for coming here and participating in this seminar. And thank you, Rajesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you.